Like an older Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man.
Because of the skin color.
It's almost sad because they say para mejorar la raza.
Yeah,
That's what they be saying.
To better the race.
Yeah.
Fucked
up, bro. They're fucked up,
So when my grandma moved to the city, and my grandpa moved to the city and they met, my grandma automatically just seemed better because she was with this guy from Michoacan that was light skinned and white with green eyes. And she looked like Felipe, dark, short. And that she thought she was better, fool. Like, fool, I swear to God, my grandma just passed, but she loved my nephew more than she loved my niece. Like,
priority, over equality.
Wait your turn, and to those young raza or raza who want to believe that, you better turn your TV, brother. You better turn your radio.
So we think about these Black Lives Matter that they want to be paid for being slaves and all that.
Reparations.
Yeah, there.
Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina.
Yes.
What?
It was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure they'll try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it. So
yeah, and that's when we, the Rafa, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, nobody gave reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first. We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it. Because it's not fair, dog. How are you going to give a bunch of money to a specific group, dog? This is the United States, a melting pot. How are you going to give it to a specific group?
Because right now they've got the white people with so much guilt. It was your
So there's a video going around right now on Twitter and Instagram. I can't show it on my page because I'll get violated real quick. But in that video, you have not one, but two Mexicans calling a black cop the N-word. Nobody around them tried to stop it. Nobody around them tried to check that shit. And that's the problem. Y'all think y'all have the right to say that word, but in the very next breath, have the audacity to ask black people to come and stand with you? The audacity to ask us to put our fucking lives on the line for you? To risk going to jail for you? Motherfuckers treat Afro-Latinos like shit, like they don't exist. What the fuck on God Green's earth would make us think that you give a fuck about us, about our safety? Even in the midst of them snatching you the fuck up, you still can't curb your fucking racism, your anti-blackness. Then you want to make social media posts weaponizing Tupac. Give a fuck what Tupac said. Bitch, y'all on your own.
Wetback bitch. That's what the fuck you are. You wetback bitch. And I'll be glad when Trump get all you motherfuckers out of here. And how about that? Now take your wetback baby on home. That's what the fuck you do. Now come back to my window like you did.
What was your name, miss? What was your name?
What is your name, wetback?
I'm sorry, you just seem
My
really
name,
proud.
no, I was trying to tell you I didn't see
really
you.
proud.
No,
You
I
say
tried to
everything
tell you
you're
that I
saying.
didn't see you, but
So
you
you
want to
should
go
be proud.
stupid.
Just say your name.
Shut the fuck up.
Say your
you
name.
You my tags, bitch.
Say your name.
ICE is gonna see you soon.
All right.
ICE will see you soon, back, bitch. That's what the
Good morning. Yes, I've been getting a lot of comments like this. Completely valid. I don't think I did a good job at taking accountability for every action on my part in the first video, and also I don't think I made it clear about when I pulled out the phone and started recording, right? So completely valid for y'all to question this. And here we go. This is part 2, I guess. I am crossing the street with my baby and my dog, and this woman comes flying around the corner and honks at us for being in her way. This is where I messed up. I didn't keep moving. I should have kept going. Instead, I turned around and I said, with a nasty attitude, I said, "You don't gotta honk like that." And I kept it moving. Thought we were done. No, she rolls down her window and she starts on 100, y'all, okay? She says, "I didn't see you." Comments like, "You wetback B, don't get your teeth knocked out." Now, what would you have done in this moment? Me, I'm sorry, you might hear my dog snoring. I have asked God to put me in this moment for years seeing these stupid videos. Like, let somebody talk to me like that. And then he puts me in this situation while I'm with my baby. So there wasn't much I could do. And again, I should have kept it moving. And instead, I stepped closer to her car. And I said, "Excuse me?" Because I was baffled. And she said, "You heard me, you wetback." And I said, "No. Go back to the part where you wetback B. Don't get shit that's gonna knock my teeth out in front of my kid." And she opened her car door as if she was gonna step out of the car. Opens the door and then closes it right away and then drives off. We were done. I said, "Thank you, Lord. That's over." This woman followed me, my baby, and my dog to the next block. And I said, "Oh, snap, I gotta call the cops." I fixed my fingers to dial 911. And I said, "You gonna call the cops in the South?" It's gonna knock my teeth out. I don't think that's a good idea. So I just pulled out the phone and started recording. So the part that you see in the first video is the part where she had followed us to the next block. And what happens next is what y'all see in that video. A lot of y'all want me to have started with the racial slurs. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not about to other someone else. I am the other. I see that woman and I see people that I grew up with. I am from an underserved, marginalized, low-income neighborhood in Yonkers, New York. I could never fix my mouth to say the N-word. And if I do, is in a playful manner, and I say ninja. Because saying the actual N-word sounds weird coming out of my mouth because I'm such a dork, you know? I'm a real goofball. So I don't know how to say the N-word. Let's put it like that. So yeah, y'all, I know a lot of y'all wanted me to say something crazy, out of pocket, racist, in order for her to react the way she did, but I got nothing for you other than the stupidity of getting closer to her car and saying, "Excuse me, go back to the part where you was gonna knock my teeth out in front of my child." Yeah, so I elaborated on my actions. Thank you.
All right, Shalom. Before I begin, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. All right, that being the house of David. Today is June the 14th, year 2025, the hope year of our deliverance. All right, that I represents the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of our fathers. All right, on this side, you know, only 1/3 is slated for salvation and deliverance. All right, from Babylon the Great. All right, 2 out of 3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna get put to death over here in this land. All right, as well as judgment and destruction to the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. And according to the Bible, they're the Hebrew Edomites, they're the wicked. All right, and they're our number one enemies on this earth. All right, but you know, as you would see amongst the house of Saul, all right, you 2/3, all right, your number one enemies, all right, are each other. All right, and the scriptures tell you a house divided cannot stand. All right, so you're seeing the enmity and the you know what I'm saying, just hate between, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Negroes, all right, versus the Latinos and vice versa, all right, you know. So I showed you some clips, all right, you know what I'm saying. You got I had a clip up there showing, you know, how the Northern Kingdom feels about reparations, as far as you so-called Negroes jumping the line, which I've said that shit before in my own what you call it, private time. You know, I've thought that way. Like, man, they went down first over here. But anyway, you also had you know what I'm saying, the Northern Kingdom expressing how their mothers would prefer that their daughters be with white men, all right, to better the race, all right, just showing they hate themselves as well, all right. We're a fucked up people, all right. The nation of Israel, you know, we need Yahweh Shah to come straighten this out, bro, because as a nation, we are, man, but that's why the Lord is bringing back the 1/3, the house of David, all right. That's why he's raising up that tabernacle, all right. And, you know, the tabernacle of David ain't out protesting and marching and looking for reparations and none of that. No. You know what I'm saying? The house of David is waiting on Yahweh Shai, waiting on Yahweh to release Yahweh Shai, all right, and for Yahweh Shai to, you know what I'm saying, rise up to the prey. But you see where our people at with it, you know what I'm saying? You got Eve, the Southern Kingdom Eve, all right, telling the Northern Kingdom Jakes that they on their fucking own. Then you got Eve, Southern Kingdom Eve, telling Northern Kingdom Eve she's a wetback. I mean, it's just you know, these niggas is crazy, bro. It's the only way to put it. So I'm gonna read these scriptures, Lord willing, this be edifying. It's Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai of hosts, the children of Israel," that's the Northern Kingdom, "and the children of Judah," that's the Southern Kingdom, "were oppressed together," all right, in slavery, in captivity, right here together, all right, just like we was when we was in ancient Egypt, all right, oppressed together. "And all that took them captives, took them as slaves, held them fast, they refused to let them go." All right, Esau don't let you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans leave his country without passports and shit. All right, you know, he got a strong grip, you know what I'm saying, on the house of Israel, all right? And that's where the majority of the Israelites reside, and that's where the greatest deliverance is going to take place. All right, let me read that right quick. And what's that, Jeremiah? Man, what is it? So they, hold on one second, y'all. Jeremiah, it say they will no more say, hold on, y'all, I'm going to find it. All right, it's Jeremiah 23, my bad. So this is Jeremiah chapter 23. All right, I'm going to start at verse 1. It say, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai." All right, because, you know, a lot of our people, they pack them harlot houses out. You know what I'm saying? The Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, all right? They got this admiration for Jesus, all right? Sweet Cesare, all right? So they got that in common, you know what I mean? But they hate each other. All right, verse 2, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai." All right, verse 3, "And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries, whether I have driven them, and bring them again into their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. All right, and the Lord is doing that. All right, Jacob scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and the elect is going to be delivered from the four corners of the earth. But the greatest bulk of deliverance is going to come from, all right, America. Verse 4, "And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them." All right, and that's what the prophets do now. All right, starting with the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. "And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai." All right, because, you know, the Lord is taking care of us, all right? What the scripture say, all we need really is your daily bread, all right? And the Lord ain't out here, you know what I'm saying, not upholding his end of the bargain. The Lord told us we do what we got to do, he going to do what he got to do. And the Lord is not a man that he shall lie, and he hasn't. All right, verse 5, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, all right? And that's Yahushai is their righteous branch. And a king shall reign and prosper, Yahushai is coming, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. And that's what's getting ready to go down. That's why, all right, you got all these seditions and these rumors of wars, class wars, race wars, all these things will be in play before Yahushua made his grand entrance into the earth. All right. Verse 6, in his days, Judah, the southern kingdom. All right, starting with you so-called Negroes. All right, then you got the Haitians and Jamaicans. All right, it say, in his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is the name whereby he shall be called, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our righteousness. All right. So the Lord raised up the tents of Judah first, because ultimately Yahushua comes from the tribe of Judah. All right, and Judah is the top tribe. All right, so, you know, let me read some more. Verse 7, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that they shall no more say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. All right, this is ancient Egypt. All right, remember our deliverance from that captivity. All right, you know what I'm saying? When the Lord put the spirit on Moses, all right, and, you know, and Aaron and so on and so forth when we came out of that land. All right, but it's saying, we're going to have a deliverance that's going to outdo that one. Verse 8, but the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai liveth, which brought up and which led the seed, all right, the elect seed at that, you know what I'm saying, of the house of Israel out of the north country, all right, North America, all right, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. So this is the day that the elect are looking for, all right, not no fucking reparations. All right, not no going down to Egypt and marching, you know what I'm saying? Looking for help from these devils, all right? You know what I'm saying? That's what 2/3 of our people do, all right? But the elect are of a different mind and of a different spirit, all right? The house of David, you know, we want to see this place be destroyed. 2/3 of our people, they want to see this place, you know what I'm saying, continue with them receiving benefits, all right? But it ain't going to happen, all right? It's just not going down that way, all right? And the Lord said our people will be that way when you read Isaiah 1. And I read these all the time, you know what I'm saying? I'll jump down to verse 23 just to show you how our people, you know what I'm saying, they love Esau's almighty dollar, all right? This is Isaiah 1 and verse 23. It say, thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. All right, that's what 2/3 of our people are all about, gifts and rewards. All right, which if you know what I'm saying, and if the Lord had these devils give it to him, you niggas would get his shit right back. All right, or you will fuck over each other with it. You niggas are cynical. All right, and when I say niggas, I'm talking about you brown niggas too, you Latinos, and you know what I'm saying, you Native Indians, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves. All right, that ain't your biblical identity, but if that's what you want to be, that's what we're gonna call you. All right, you niggas are cynical as shit. All right, if the Lord did let these devils, all right, break you off what they owe you, you know what I'm saying, you niggas gonna either give it right back to him, all right, or you're gonna try to do some fuckery, all right, to double your shit up by taking from another Jake. All right, man, that's why the Lord said, you know what I'm saying, you niggas are worse than heathens in this captivity, all right? And your eyes are evil towards your brothers. You niggas are worse than Edomites this time around. You know what I mean? You niggas have spirits of Edomites, all right? You're Israelites as far as the flesh go, you know what I'm saying? But on this side, man, your mind is after the devil, all right? This is Jeremiah 5, all right? And I'm going to start at verse 23. It say, but this people hath a revolted and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. All right, that's why they calling each other wetbacks and, you know what I'm saying, talking down on each other. You know, they crazy. All right, verse 24, neither say they in their heart, meaning their mind, let us now fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power. All right, these niggas worship Jesus, all right? That giveth rain, both the former and the latter, in his season. He reserved unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. All right, verse 25, your iniquities. All right, iniquity is sin upon sin upon sin. All right, stacked up sins. All right, have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. All right, verse 26, for among my people are found wicked men. All right, and that goes for women too. All right, because a woman is an extension of the man, and the scriptures tell you all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. All right. So it say, from among my people are found wicked men, they lie wait, as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. All right, you read Psalms chapter 10, that's Esau method of madness. All right, just showing, you know what I'm saying, you niggas are in tune with the wicked. All right, you move like the wicked, you niggas think like the wicked, and that's ultimately because you niggas are wicked. All right, what it tell you in Daniel chapter 12 and verse 10, the wicked shall do wickedly, but the wise shall understand. All right. Verse 27, as a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. They are waxing fat, they shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. All right. So on certain days, you wicked niggas, you outdo the wicked in wickedness. All right. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge. But you niggas ain't prospering no more. All right. The Lord finna bring that ass whooping to all you wicked jakes now. All right, he's starting with the northern kingdom, but he gonna finish up with the southern kingdom. All right, so you niggas sitting back playing in the middle, all right, or on the fence, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Esau gonna get your ass off that fence as soon as he get done with the northern kingdom. All right, they say, shall I not visit for these things, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? All right, and we know how the Lord deals when he's angry. All right, and the Lord is definitely angry right now. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, the wicked is Esau, and he's the sword. And guess what the Lord is about to do? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to guess. All right, I'm going to do it for you. It's Isaiah chapter 10. All right. In verse 5, it say, oh, Assyrian, that's Esau, the modern day Assyrian, America being a modern day Assyria. The rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. All right, so imagine, you know what I'm saying, you finna get an ass whooping and they got that belt in your hand, all right? That's what Esau got right now. He's the ass whooping stick of the Lord and he got a belt in his hand, all right? But it ain't a belt, it's a sword, all right? A killing instrument. Verse 6, it says, the I being Yahweh Shem Yahushai, will send him, the him being the Edomites, against a hypocritical nation. All right. 2 out of 3 of the Lord people that reside over here in Babylon the Great, you represent that hypocritical nation today. And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So while you niggas has got your eyes evil on each other, all right, Esau, the sword, is getting ready to come for you. All right. But unto the elect, it ain't so. All right, let me read this. In Isaiah 11 and 13, it say, the envy also of Ephraim. Ephraim is the top tribe of the northern kingdom. All right, the top tribes are Judah and Ephraim. All right, so it say, the envy of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. All right, but that's only going down amongst the elect. You know what I'm saying? The house of David, all right, being brought together. You know what I'm saying? You 2/3, this ain't for you. All right, y'all gonna be at each other necks until the end. All right, you know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all gonna be at each other's throats until the Lord wake you niggas up and let you know that Esau is your enemy, but by the end it's gonna be too late. All right, because Esau gonna be there mashed the majority of you niggas down. All right, this is Job 12 and 16. With him in strength and wisdom, the deceived and the deceiver are his. All right, so everything that goes down on this earth, the Lord want it to go down the way it's going down. All right, if you got envy and hate towards your brother, that's gonna be a defense against you. All right, you know what I'm saying? Man. So just seeing, you know what I'm saying, all the division, you know what I'm saying, amongst the tribes, it's just letting us know that we're that much closer to the end because the Lord is dividing the house of David, all right, from the house of Saul, all right. I'm going to read that real quick and I'll get ready and close it. I don't want to make it too long. All right, this is Amos 9. All right. I'm going to start at verse 10. It say, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. All right, the sword is Esau, but it's also, all right, the Lord's sword is going to be bathed in heaven and come down upon Idumea. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. Idumea today is America, that ICBM missile. Oh, it's going to go up into the heavens and the warheads are going to break off. And 200 million nuclear missile warheads are prophesied to hit Babylon the Great. This is going to kill the rest of you niggas that don't get beamed up out of here. All right. Verse 11, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle, the house of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. All right, and that's going down right now. This is what the Lord is doing. All right. Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, that doeth this. All right. This what's that? Psalms here is the faith and the patience of the saints. All right, this is what we patiently are waiting for the Lord to do this. All right, verse 13. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. All right, the plowman is the Israelites. All right, the elect on this side. Overtake the reaper, the Edomites, the wicked. All right, and the treader of grape. Let me see. And the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed. And the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. All right. Verse 14, and I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, meaning I'll turn back our captivity. And they shall build away cities and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. All right. Verse 15, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, thy power. All right, and that's a cut on them fakes over there in their land right now. All right, them Amalekites and them sand niggas. All right, them Ishmaelites, Palestinians. All right, they over there fighting over a land that don't belong to neither one of them, bombing the shit out of each other. All right, and that's another way we know we almost getting ready to go home, because the Lord got them fighting over there, and he got the American people fighting over here. So this is Jacob's trouble. All right, and Lord willing, you know, it continues and it doesn't hit any more detours. All right, it goes all the way through, you know, all gas, no brakes. So I'm going to close it with that. Lord willing, this was edifying, you know what I'm saying? Just got out of work. All right, I had the eclipse, you know, meditated on it a bit, just put the video up raw. So all honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, excuse me, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the house of David, Quam Yasharala, and the Bible Ball, Shalak Rayam, to the wicked 2/3, all right, the house of Saul. Shalom, Akim.